Choosing to be a Sikh is choosing a way of life, to stand up for justice, to be a humanitarian, to be an advocate for truth, tolerance, love, and peace. I grew up in a spiritual house, and every night around the dinner table our parents would tell us stories about the gurus. After dinner we'd sit down and we'd pull out the vajas and tablas and we'd sit down and have a jam session together and sing Kirtan. Growing up in a place like Australia and being so far away from people around who celebrate the same things as you, who believe in the same things as you, it was a very important tool, I feel, that my parents used to help us hold on to what was important. When we were little, my parents donated vajas and tablas to the Gurudwara, and they always say that with this small donation, God gave us such a big gift. He gave our children Kirtan. A lot of what's in the Gurbani it talks about peace and love and tolerance, and not judging other people, but accepting that another person is on their own journey and that you're on your own journey, and you take bath in the true shrine existing within yourself. I got married in 2006 and I moved from Melbourne to Dubai. And the two cities are vastly different. Melbourne is very laid back and chilled out, and Dubai is very fast-paced and sometimes materialistic. And adjusting to Dubai was difficult at the beginning, but marrying my partner, my husband, has been a great blessing. Of all the people in the world, to end up with my soulmate, that's been a true gift. And he's inspired me not only as a musician and an artist, but to be a better person, and I'm very grateful for him. Living in Dubai, I was forced to find something to do with my time, and I really started to pray and ask God to help me spend my life in a meaningful way. And after some time I had a dream, and in my dream I saw myself holding a Kirtan album. My name was on it and the cause was on it. It was also around the same time that His Royal Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum had given the land to the Sikh community to build a Gurudwara, the very first Gurudwara in the United Arab Emirates. So in my dream, I saw that I had done a Kirtan CD to raise money for building the Gurudwara. When I woke up, I started speaking about it to my husband every day. A short time later, we had a social event, a spiritual event, and Sukhbir came to our house, and my husband just mentioned to him about this dream and how, I want to record this album as a seva to raise money for this cause. And he immediately said, I'll do it. And I think destiny just brought us together and made it happen, because where are you going to meet an artist of that caliber who's just going to walk in your front door and then just say, I'll do it. The album went on to be quite successful. It raised over 1 million dirhams for the Gurudwara. It was a number that I didn't even aim for or expect. The community really pulled together, but in the big picture, it was a very small part of the whole thing, because the Gurudwara project was a very expensive project. So I was really just a tiny ant, but I was a happy ant. A few years later, after my album was done, I had Siraj, my son, and while he's an angel in our life, after the delivery, I went through a very difficult time. I almost lost my life. I think going through that, it put me through a really dark phase in my life. I was holding on to blame and bitterness and finding it very difficult to understand why. Why did this happen to me? I remember when I finished coming out of the second surgery and I had just come home and it had just been a few days. I was lying in bed feeling quite sorry for myself. And my mom came up to me and she said to me, "Get up, Manika." And she said, "People will feel sorry for you for 5 minutes. You know, they'll feel bad for you. But you're a mother now and you need to get up and start walking and start fighting to be healthy again." A few months later, still in this dark mindset, I was talking to my dad and he said something very profound to me. All of this is God's plan. And once you accept that, you'll be able to let go of this darkness. And from that point forward, I started moving to a much better place. With the success of the first album, I realized that why can't I create more albums to raise awareness for good causes? Currently, I'm working on the SOS initiative, which is raising money to educate children in Punjab. So far, we have 2,000 children getting educated, and the aim overall is to have 250,000 children in school. So working with these children, that's my primary goal at the moment, helping them get educated, helping them get jobs, and helping them break the cycle of poverty. Kirtan for Causes is also about the Kirtan part. I'd like to record beautiful and interesting Kirtan, experiment with different sounds and different artists, do interesting collaborations, and find the best way to bring justice to these beautiful words that I get to sing. And also I do want to create great videos which educate people about tolerance, love, and really the message of Sikhi.